iambic pentameter is simply the name given to the rhythm that Shakespeare and many other writers of his time used in their plays, just like the rhythm a musician might use when writing a song. The rhythm of iambic pentameter is a heartbeat, D-dum. So iambic pentameter is simply 5 heartbeats. D-dum, 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 D-dum. So, let's have a little look at this in terms of the iambic. I always feel that I need to experience it somehow. To physicalize the rhythm, for me, is just the way that it gives me an experience of what the meter's doing on the page. So if you take your hand and just place it onto your chest, and let's do a little up, down. So we're just going to try and make that one little beat the most musical beat that we've done today. So we're going to do a up, down, up. Very nice. So let's see where Juliet is. She might be in iambic pentameter. She might not. Who knows? So let's see. Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds. Is that in?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Good. Because there are some of these lines that just feel so satisfying when they land in that rhythm. Mm-hmm. And similarly, when they don't, it's like, what's going on? Yeah. Iambic pentameter is a really useful tool for actors because the rhythm helps give structure to the language. When we are excited, angry, or in love, our heartbeat changes. In the same way, changes to how characters use the iambic pentameter can give us an insight to their emotional and mental state. Let's just do that again, that come night. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night. So
That's really shorten his name.
Yeah.
yeah, you could condense Romeo to, rather than Romeo. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night. That makes it fit. But again, there's something about the fact that Romeo's name is in the middle of that as well, isn't there?
It feels like if you kept it Romeo, then the night becomes so much stronger. It's like the yearning's pushing beyond the iambic pentameter.
The yearning to push beyond the meter. That's very nice. It does feel, though, that because we've had such a long sort of time in rhythm, and the fact that her first line is gallop apace, it feels like there's something that actually, if we can keep it in the rhythm of that, it sort of feels like it starts to take on its own momentum, and that you, of course, when you get used to saying someone's name, you might not say Romeo, you say Romeo. So it becomes a little more spoken in some ways that way.
It's like what you're saying there about gallop apace. You can hear the horses galloping. It feels like that in the rhythm.
Yes.
The fiery-footed steeds. She's kind of speaking as the fiery-footed steeds.
Yes, it feels like it gets faster somehow.
Yeah.
Can we just go from the top of the second page, come gentle night, come loving blackbird night, and do it all together and just see how much momentum we can get through that last little bit, yeah? And
come gentle night, come loving black-brown night, give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun.
Very nice. It is a real drive to it, isn't there?
It's actually easier the faster you go.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have time to think about the rhythm. It just happens naturally. It flows out.
Yes. I think that's definitely the case with this speech, and definitely the case. I mean, the fact that you're feeling that might reflect something of what Juliet feels in this moment. You know, the fact that she's saying, come, there's so many,
breathless. She feels breathless.
Yeah.
When we particularly when, you know, Jamie was speeding up. There's a lack of breath in it.
Yeah. You know, in some verse speeches and some moments there feels like actually there's a real weight to the downbeats, but this does feel like it sort of trips along. I mean, those are all clues that we find, and again they sort of help you figure out how one might read this speech.